Thank you. Appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Oops, let me turn that off. There we go. Turn that volume off so we don't get feedback. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone has a weekend going well. Got my show Ricola so I don't get a dry throat. It's a must-have. It's funny when I'm in the studio and I click to go live, it says, "Oh, grab your snacks. The show is about to start." And I'm thinking, I shouldn't be snacking. I have to talk. I'm the one going live. But still makes me giggle. Doesn't take much. I'm sorry. Did you want to say hi? Okay, someone came to say hi. Say hi. Yeah, not to me, to everybody. He's a little stinker. But he being a good boy, right? Right. Okay. God bless you. Well, thank you for the kiss. Are you going to go see her now? Okay. Oh, no, you can't stay here. If you stay here the whole show, I can't sell anything. Okay, go ahead. Good boy. Here's the Merc appearance for the day. So, all right. So I'm Al from Al's Full Shelf Shop. And I'm just going to be showing you a little variety of items up for sale today. I invoice via PayPal. So if you have not, I do have my jot form pinned to the top. If you have not purchased from me and you want to bid so that you can purchase from me, you do need to fill that out. Once you fill it out, let me know and I'll go ahead and turn you blue. Hi, Jerry. Welcome in. Good morning. Thank you for coming. So once you fill it out, let me know, and I will go ahead and turn you blue, and then that lets me and everyone else know that you're allowed to bid. And hi, Regina. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Prices do not include shipping. I do ship from Massachusetts, and I use Pirate Ship for shipping. It gets the best price. Additionally, I do my sales. My sales on my channel are on Sundays at 2 p.m. Perfect, Jerry. Thank you. Let me check that here. Let's see here. Oops. Oh, maybe I needed to click inbox or something. Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing. Hi, I'm new here. It's my first show. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now let's go here. And okay. All right. You're all set. Let's see here. Okay. Hello, Nathan. Welcome in. Did you get rain yet? You know, they were saying, I was seeing since like Thursday that they said rain was starting on Sunday. It was going to come for 3 days in Massachusetts. And they said it could even start as early as like overnight, Saturday to Sunday. But I just looked and it said rain starting in an hour. So I was like, well, but I don't know if you've gotten it yet. I think you're south of me. Yeah, because if I go to the Cape, I'd go 495 south. So I think you're south of me. I'd probably get you first. But I think New Jersey was getting like a big nor'easter, as they call it, which to me is snow, like a blizzard. That's what I know a nor'easter as. Do you know it is different? Does that also include rain? Let's see. Oops, hold on. Let me put the arrow down. I see. Okay. All right. So we're doing reset. Hi, Perla. Thanks for coming. Until Thursday. Oh my gosh. I mean, we definitely need the rain, but we needed it back in like August and September. And even in July. Mother Nature's got to spread it out. So, and then I heard, so my understanding is the weather we have in the summer kind of predicts how our weather is going to be for the winter, and same what we have, but this is what I also told, is what we have in the winter kind of predicts what we have in the summer. And I'm like, okay, that's like the egg or chicken, what came first? Like, so yeah, I was saying rain for 3 days. I'm like, okay, it'll go till Tuesday, but it's okay. We need it. We just, I have that. If you ever saw my videos on when I was under the Homeschool Lou account, I had done a video showing like my garden, and there was a table there, and we finally got it. The landscaper, I came home from errands one morning. No, I think I come home from doing animal care at one of my customers, and my table had been moved. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And I didn't think anything of it. But then I looked underneath because I keep a tarp over it because it's a wooden table. I look under the tarp, and the legs were broken and cracked. It had been shifted off, and I was off of the paving stones that I have. And so I, in a panic, called the guy who owns the company. And then I left a message. Then I sent him a text. Then I called his business line because I had these heavy, they were recycling bins, but you just call them totes, that I was planting in. And they were on that table, and I'm like, those legs are going to crack. And I know it sounds weird to be sentimentally attached to a table, but my grandfather actually built that table. He built it for my grandmother. It's taller and it's wide. It's a 4x8. The top of it is the size of a, what's that called? What's it called? Begins with a P. A 4x8 sheet of wood. Plywood. Thank you. Plywood sheet. And, 4x8 plywood sheet, and he made it taller specifically because my grandmother sewed. So this way it was big enough to lay out her patterns on, and she wasn't hunched down when she was cutting. So, I made that for her. I have, memories growing up with that table, that's where I cut and sewed fabric and, played when my grandmother was sewing, and I was just down here with her playing. So, you're, down with her playing. And so it's weird to be sentimentally attached to a table, but I am. So he sent his landscaper back. He took because I couldn't lift them. He took because the totes are basically filled with logs of wood like you put in a fireplace, and then the soil on top, and then weeds. I didn't garden this year. So it was mostly weeds and the scallions because they come back every year. So he moved them off for me. And that was what I was really worried about, because I'm like, the weight, it's going to buckle. It's not going to hold, because the legs were just broken. They were snapped in half. So I called my son's grandfather, and I was like, can you just come look at the table and tell me if it could be fixed, if it can be saved? So he came, I think later that day or the next day, and I was gone at animal care. And when I came back, he was here looking. He had started taking it apart. He's like, oh yeah, this can be fixed, no problem. So he started fixing it, which was so nice of him. I did not expect that. We had, scrap wood in the shed. So that's all we needed. That's all he needed. And he got it fixed. There was one side that he didn't fix, and he's like, oh, it's fine. It doesn't need to be fixed. But I really wanted it fixed. And I didn't want to pressure him, because I thought it was nice of him to do that for me anyways. So I ended up texting the landscaper, the owner, and I let him know. And I said, because he had offered to send someone to fix it. I said, can you send whoever you were going to before to just fix that one piece, and then do the painting of the new pieces that were put on. So we did. We got it all. It was all fixed. And so now we've just been we put 2 layers of primer on it, because he said do 2 layers. And now we have 2 coats of paint to go on it, because I thought you could just put paint on it and be protected. But he's like, no, he said do primer first. He says, and do 2 good coats, and then 2 good coats of paint. So So that's what we've done. That's been my boring story for today. But Lou's been doing that, and I've been very grateful for him. So it's almost done. It just needs one more coat of the white paint, but we won't be able to do it till Friday now, I guess. If rain's coming through Thursday. But that's okay. It'll get done. As long as it's done before winter, I'm happy. So, okay. So let me go. I'm going to go and, okay, Gina, and I see Perla. All right. So let me go and make a couple people here blue. We're going to smurf you, as they say. All right. And thank you everyone for coming in. I do appreciate you coming to my live sale. All right. Okay. So Pearl and Regina, you should be all set. So next time you chat, you should be blue. And okay. So as I was saying, as I interrupted myself, I do ship from Massachusetts. I do use Pirate Ship. My sales on my channel are Sundays at 2 p.m. And I do my invoicing at the end of the month so that just one box goes out. And this way that also helps to save you on shipping. If you need it beforehand, whatever, if you get an item and you need it sooner, just let me know. And I'm absolutely happy to invoice you and ship it sooner. And this week on Tuesday, I will actually be on Angela Isaac Vintage and More. Her sale is at, I think it's 7 p.m. I'll tell you in 1 second. Yep, 7 p.m. Eastern, so that's 6 Central. And I've been picking out some glass I'm going to show. I don't often show a ton of glass because I think there's like certain sellers that like that's what they're known for. So if you're guests on their show, you should definitely have some glass available. So when I get some good pieces, I usually try to save it for there. So, but all right, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I've got 10 items to show today. A couple of them will be choice, and I have one that's like a kind of a bundle of items, so you get it all together. So all right, so why don't I do, so this is going to be the first choice item, and this is going to be start for 5, and I always do starting bids as much as possible. This way, if more than one person wants it, they have the opportunity to get it. So I do occasionally do buy it nows, but most of the time it's just starting bid. So, all right. So this is going to be choice starting bid of 5. These are just different scarves. So this first one that I have, this is kind of, it's nice. It's like they're kind of neon colors, but they're not bright neon. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't call them neon, but it's kind of like an animal print that goes down. And you've got green and yellow and red and orange. And this one is, this is the hooped. This is it's a hooped infinity scarf. So that's your first choice. Hi, Shanika. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. So that's your first choice. And then your second choice is, this one is just plain hot pink, and this one is a square. Okay. And these are fun too. Also, you can just tie them around like the handle of your purse to just add a little something to it. All right, this one is your third choice. So this one is brown, and it has blue, so like a light blue, a cornflower blue, and then just like a royal blue and like a cream, all these swirls. So like this to me is kind of the royal blue. Just making sure I'm showing it. And then this here is the lighter blue. I mean, excuse me, like the kind of sky blue. And then this is the light blue down here. They're all in brown. And then you've got like the cream on the white. So I thought that was really pretty. Okay. And then this one, so this is just a long scarf, and this is orange with hearts. So perfect for fall and Halloween. Then it's got the stripes on the end here. Okay. And if anyone would like to know fabric content, just let me know. I'm happy to look at the tags for you and let you know. This one's kind of fun because it's netted. How fun is that? So it's just an orange netted scarf. It's got these little pom-poms here. And then it also has, if you can see, these little, oh yeah, there it is. He's kind of like, I'm not sure what you would call them. Like, it's not, they remind, you know those pillows you get and you can go like that and they change what it looks like? It's kind of like that material, but they're circular. But I just thought it was neat because then when you hold it, it's got some shimmer to it when you get it in the certain light. But this is just regular scarf, and it has tassels at the end. But I thought this was so cute. Perfect for Halloween and just fall in general because it's got that Halloween orange to it. But because there's no pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns or anything on it, you know, and it's also nice for the spring too. I know, you know what? I love wearing them because I'm always cold, especially at work. So, but I found that I get like the fleece or the wool ones, and I just leave them all day. They're supposed to be just for like outside, but I wear them inside because I'm always cold. And then this one is really pretty. It's maroon, and then you've got kind of the gold striping in it. And it's got the tassels down the bottom. Trying to see, but this one is a bit thicker material. So that was the last one. So we have the maroon, the orange netting, the orange heart, the brown with swirls, the plain pink, and the fun animal print. And those, all right. So I'm going to just do that and slide them. You know, I picked this bag up and I was like, yeah, that'll fit all the scarves. It's just like a quart size bag. But I can stick them in there good enough, and at least the one part is in there. It keeps them together. All right, let me put that down. Okay, so next is, all right, so I have, this is a, take that off there. So this is a Ralph Lauren fragrances, and it had foaming bath pearls in it previously. The scent was Safari. And it's just a really beautiful glass dish. You can see the Ralph Lauren right there. His not signature, but his monogram. Oops. So, and the lid is kind of like that tortoise, what they call tortoise shell. Really pretty. It's empty. There's no chips or cracks, no flea bites, anything like that. There is a scent to it, but it's very, very light. And I don't smell it unless I have it like this. But it's very light because I'm not big on strong scents. So this one's nice. And then you can look at this, the one on the back here. On the side, it just has crosses. I'm sorry, this was a starting bid of 12. And this was an item that I am bringing back. It had sold previously, but unfortunately I had non-payment from a person. So I had to bring some items back. But that's okay. It happens. Oh, material on the maroon. I'm so sorry. Let me see here. My chat doesn't always go down. It like stays, and it takes me a second to realize that there's an arrow there I need to push. Okay. Let me get that material for you. All right, so there's not a tag on the maroon one, unfortunately. It kind of feels like, I'm going to get it closer just so you can see the, it feels like a linen, but the way the fabric is sewn, it doesn't look like the same pattern of a linen, if that makes sense. Ugh, I wish this had a tag, the one that was asked about. Yeah, I can't even see where the tag was cut off anywhere. Yes, yep, 5. I'm sorry about that. Okay, you let me know if you're still interested. See, there's that. Okay, all right, I'll get your name on it. Let's see. There's the stickies here. Okay. All right, so that one is yours. Let me set that aside here. Get myself together. Okay. So that one's yours. All right, so what's this? Oh. Okay, so this dish, the Ralph Lauren bath dish, the measurements are, it's about 5 inches at its widest. And then including the lid is about 2¼ inches tall. Okay. So we'll pass on that one. If you think about it and you change your mind, you just let me know anytime during the show. And I will pull that out. So next I have, you were here for the haul video. You remember I had the brass candlesticks. So these I did do a bit of research, and they were saying it was, shoot. Now I can't remember what it was. It was saying that they were made by someone, but there is no maker's mark on these. So I don't even want to claim that that's what they are. But these are going to be a starting bid of 15. I did find them, and they were going, I thought this was crazy, but they were like over 40 on eBay. And I just think that's crazy. Maybe it's not for brass. I don't know, but, you know, and again, I don't shine up because I don't know how to shine up brass or polish it. I wouldn't want to use the wrong material. There is a bit of, you know, the greening in here. What is it? Yeah, like that's some green there. And these were used. I could see like a wee tiny bit of wax in there, but that's it. So you get the set for 15. These are just under 5 inches tall, so that's nice. And the thing I like about these, and I was looking at all the different brass candlesticks, a lot of them at the bottom, they kind of came out and went down. These curl up, which I think is nicer because if you have wax that comes down, it's going to pool in here. If it goes like that, it's just going to drip off onto your table, or you'll have to set something else underneath it. Whereas with these, if the wax drips down, it's being caught in here. So then it saves your table. So, but that's these. We'll pass on these. All right, so next I'm going to do, let me see here. Let me show these real quick. These are really cute slippers. These are just for a starting bid of 8. They're brand new in package. They're made by Snoozies. They have non-skid soles, and these are a large 9/10. But it says, oops, life is short. Spoil your dog. So these are really, really cute. And then there's the tag. Sorry. So they're still in package there. But yeah, and they are, I don't know if that's coming through, but they're very light purple. They're like a lavender. So, but I thought those are really cute. And you should spoil your dog. But we'll pass on these ones. And, okay. I'm going to do the big bundle now. So this is, I'm calling this the baby girl bundle. And this would be if you know someone who recently had or is pregnant with, and they're having a girl, this would be perfect for them. So first you get is, this is from Floraline. So I'm guessing this was intended to have plants or a flower, but it's super clean inside. And it just looks like one of those baby blocks. It's got the letters and the numbers. No chips or cracks. It's in perfect condition. And then what I got to put in it was, because this was all something I had intended, and I ended up going a completely different direction. So, and these are brand new. So these are the Honest Baby Minis. It does come with this bag, and then it comes with the shampoo and body wash, the face and body lotion, and the bubble bath. They're all lavender. They are hypoallergenic, and they're tear free. And these are things I don't like to use a ton of chemicals. I use the Honest brand because they don't use a lot of harsh chemicals. But all those bottles are in here, and it's the zippered pouch. So what I was going to do was take them out of the pouch and display them, arrange them in here with this cute little bunny that rattles. I don't know if you can hear that. This cute little bunny rattle. This was made by Piccolo Bambino, and this is you can machine wash this in the gentle cycle. So anytime I wash any of loose stuffed animals, I always put them in those like lingerie netted bags and do them on gentle cycle, and they come out perfect. And I hang dry them. So, it comes with that. And then you also get this really sweet Mary Engelbrecht book, the baby book. And this just kind of goes through. Oops, this is from, I think it was 1990 something. And it has not been written in. There is a belongs to. It has not been written in. This is from 1992. Okay. Really beautiful pictures. It's just a simple little book to have in the nursery, and it lists all the things the baby comes with: excitement, patience, when you're waiting over 9 months for your baby to come out. I thought this picture was hilarious. Like, listen, you better put something on that baby's bum because he or she may number 2 on you. You don't want to be caught that, especially if you're out in public. Love. Oops. Love. Look at those sweet little cheekies. I just want to moosh them. I didn't even notice that. Instead of a rocking horse, it's a rocking cat. Aw. That was Angie when she was a baby. Laughter. Magic. Oops. Now, if that gator had the dollars, that gator would be Johnny's friend. But he does not have the dollars. Memories. That's so cute. You always get the baby crying. But when you whip out the phone to take it, they're all happy, right? Okay, this one I'm going to say I don't get. It says innocence, and then there's Humpty Dumpty. He looks afraid. This one's not my favorite. I'm just going to say he looks afraid. Then it says fun. He's having a little party there with all his pals. That one's just a picture. Look how cute that is. It says, and a link with the past. Look at the sweet babies. And then it says, and a beautiful promise of tomorrow. Oops, I'll come down a little. So that was that sweet book. Okay. And then it also comes with, oh, I forgot to dust this off. I will clean this off where it comes to you. But it says, What is a Girl? And this is a keepsake limited edition from 1973 by Gibson Greeting Cards out of Cincinnati, Ohio. And it says, What is a girl? A girl is an angel in buttons and bows, though her halo may slip now and then. One day she's a princess who loves pretty clothes. The next she's a tomboy again. A girl is a charmer with feminine wiles who keeps everyone's heart in a whirl. She'll captivate you with her hugs and her smiles, and you'll be mighty glad she's a girl. So I just thought this was so cute. Now this does have a little bit of a, oops, let me get it here. Teeny tiny little doink there, but you can't see it really from the front here. It's not noticeable, so because it's on the back there. And this plate is 10 inches. Okay. And then the other last thing you get with this is a vintage baby records book. This is from 1985. So this has not been written in. Really, really sweet cover. I won't read the whole book, but you put in all the recordings, like when the baby arrived, who the doctor was, the nurse, father, grandmother, baby's first outing. They have a place to put like the baby's lock of hair. This was really, really sweet. So when the baby first crawled, you would note that. It's just like a little tiny record book, but it's really sweet. I loved the pictures and the drawings in there. So this whole bundle, again, was just $25 for anyone who's interested. And then, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So I just have my list here. So this is a fine bone china Royal Sutherland made in Staffordshire, England. And I just have a sweet little plate. It's got a beautiful rose. I love the coloring they did on it. It is more of like a grayish blue with the pink in the center. The pink is a little bit darker in real life. Oh, sorry. This was starting at $8. The gold around the edging is all really beautiful. There's not really any missing. And let me see. Get this. So at the widest, it is 8 inches, including the handles. And then the other way is, okay, and then this way is 6 inches. So that was really sweet. There's no chips, cracks, flea bites, anything like that. Just a beautiful plate. Okay. And let's see. Next I have this. This is Yellow Rose Hand Painted Japan. And this beautiful bowl. It does have the crazing on it. I'm trying to see if I can make that show. Oh yeah, you can see the crazing there. This beautiful bowl. And this is going to be starting at 10. And this is, I did a measurement on this for you. This is about 10 1/4 across by just under 8 inches. So there's that one. This is one that I would put like on a shelf and then put like a plant in front of, and have it grow out over one that vines. That will look really pretty. Okay. So we pass that one. And then next is, it's going to be a starting bid of 12. And what I have is this is from Nantucket. This is dishwasher, oven, and microwave safe. So this is a newer piece. But this is those recipe pie dishes. And this one's for pumpkin pie. So you can absolutely follow that recipe and make yourself a pie and put it in the pumpkin pie dish. So this will make you a 10-inch pie. And let's see, it is just under 2 inches. So we've got that one. There's no chips or cracks or anything like that. There is that on the very back, but it's very smooth. It's not rough at all, so it makes me think it's there purposely. There's that. Oh, and then there's the back there. Brand. Okay. All right. That. Hi, Monica. Welcome in. Yes, let me put you down for that. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, and I see Nathan did too. Okay. All right, so let me come in here. Going to, there we go. And all right, so next time, Monica, next time you comment, and same with you, Nathan, next time you comment, you'll both be blue. Okay. All right, so I've got that one. Let me put that one aside for you. Put that right with the other one. Okay. All right. And, okay, so I'm just going down my list. Oh, okay, so I have two things left. I've got a Kappa Diamante piece, and then I have some wades, and wades will be done as a choice. So let me show the Kappa Diamante piece. So I have this one right here. This one is going to be a starting bid of 25, and this one is about 6.5 inches high and about 6.5 wide as well at the widest. Let's see, let me show you where it's at. And I'm trying to be very, very gentle and delicate. There's the mark there, the Kappa Diamante. If you don't know, these are all hand molded and hand painted. As I've said before, what I love about them is you can see like where they molded them, you can see the fingerprints of whoever was making them. These are beautiful pieces. I'm just going over it as well as I'm turning it. I'm checking to make sure because they're so delicate. They do sometimes end up with little chips. I know I checked over them before, but I like to double check while I'm looking too. So, but I love all the different colors. So yeah, you can really see it in the rose. See like all those lines there? That's actually the person's fingerprint. Isn't that really cool? Let's see. There you'll see some parts like right here. That's not a chip. That's just where they didn't get the paint. There is a glaze over it. So, but this is in beautiful, beautiful condition. And then I'm just going to tip it this way. So you can kind of see in the flower there. I love this one. When I picked up all the Kappa Diamante pieces from the person who had them, I kept one for myself. And I wasn't even sure I was gonna. But this was the one that I kept. And it's because it was a tortoise. So I kept this one. But if you look in my shorts video, you'll see I did a little short of all the pieces that I did it in the back. Like I literally opened up the hatchback to the Subaru, and that's where I was so excited. That's how I filmed it. I was in the back of my car. Oh, okay, Monica. So when I do invoicing, I typically invoice because I only have sales for myself on my channel on Sundays at 2 p.m. And then sometimes I guest sell this month. So far, I'll actually be Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, on Angela Isaac's show. But I usually do all of my invoicing at the end of the month. So this way, I'm just shipping out one box, and it saves you on shipping. But if you need items sooner, like say if you were going to get this and you want to give it to your mom and her birthday's next week, you may want this sooner. I'm happy to, invoice and ship out sooner. Yep. Okay, so you want me to invoice you for the scarf now and then just ship at the end of the month regular if you'd be invoiced for shipping if you didn't get anything else, but a once a month is good. Okay. All right, perfect then. Sorry. So, yes. All right. So that's this piece. Okay. All right. So we'll put this one away. All right. Okay. So last I have is going to be the waves. These are starting bid of 4, and it's for choice. And some of them I have more than what's here. Like I have raccoon. I know I have more raccoons. I have more buffalo. Let me just try to spread these out so you see them a bit better. So, okay, I'm just going to turn these around. So let me see. I can hold this so you can see them all. All right, so we have the cat, which I also have another one. It's back over here that's still in the package. But we have the cat, the Shetland pony. This is the humpback whale. This is a monkey. I'm pretty sure this is from the circus series because it's like wearing a dress. A zebra. This is the circus series of the tiger. And then this is the buffalo. Then we have, oh, you can't see this one. This is the peregrine falcon. This is the rhinoceros. This is this a hippo rhinoceros? Oh, that's the other rhinoceros right here. So there's two of them. And then I have a giraffe, the orangutan, lions, or I'm sorry, not lions. These are tigers. This is the gorilla. And then back here is the teddy bear. Here's the koala. This is a Labrador, a beaver, a kangaroo, a polar bear, and a raccoon. So again, these are starting at $4. I mean, they can just be buy it now at $4, and then, you know, whoever puts in, because like I said, I have multiples, and I would just say maybe if I know I don't have multiples of giraffes, so if 2 people wanted giraffes, you know, the second they can decide if you want to bid out for it. But this giraffe's kind of neat. I like the coloring on it. It's a little different. But so I'll hold up. Whoop. My little tray here. It's tilted. So, but if there's no interest, we can pass on the weights. I'm just going to wait because I know that with YouTube there's a lag. You want both the cats? Okay. All right. Those are coming to you. Okay. All right. Boop. Anyone else? And if anyone's looking for a certain weight, you can let me know. You know, I can keep my eye out for them. All right, so let me just put this back over here very, very carefully. Okay, let me write down. Cat times 2. Okay. All right, I'll set those aside for you. Yeah, Lou and I collect them, and sometimes when you go to get them, they're like, well, you have to get the whole bundle, and there's multiples of some, and so we end up with extras, and so it's nice. And I mean, they're just cute little, even if you don't collect they're just cute to have. You know, you've got your shelf of stuff, and then you just randomly see a koala. So, so that was my last for the sale. I want to thank everyone for coming in. It was really great having you here, and I appreciate you coming and spending your time with me. As I said, I invoice through PayPal. That's at the end of the month, and I use Pirate Ship for shipping, so you get the best shipping rate. And yeah, I'll be here. So I'll be Tuesday on Angela Isaacs at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll be back again next Sunday. Yeah. And you know what? What's funny is there's a lot of things that I didn't know were collectible or like were a thing. I remember one time being at Savers, and I found this really I'll actually show it to you. It's right here. I found this really beautiful vase, and then that's where I learned what you know, chokin is. I don't want to have the flowers fall out, but the art of choking. And now it's like a thing. And so now I collect these. I mostly get the vases and the plates. So, but they're just really beautifully done. So, but yeah, if I see something that I like, I just get it. If I can. But yep, so 2 p.m. on Sunday here. And I think next week I may just pull together my kind of crafty stuff, and I'll do like a craft sale, but I'll probably have some other stuff in there too, because I like to do a variety. But the carnival, yes, carnival glass is so beautiful. And it's so, you see, like, I never knew, like, they're showing like these swung vases and the carnival and all this other stuff, and I'm like, I never knew this stuff existed until I started watching the YouTube auctions. And yeah, I think that's kind of it for me today. I'm going to actually, if you don't mind, let me share with you. I'm just going to pull up. I don't know if she's got her. She's doing her. Okay, so this is, I'm just going to share her. Okay. So Marianne from All in the Attic Treasure, she's usually on 3 p.m.s Eastern. She has a live, but she just kind of logs. I don't think she really sets them ahead of time, but she has beautiful, beautiful items, and she always gets a good variety as well. So so she should be on soon. I don't think she made a, because sometimes if she's not going to do it, she'll make a post. Let me see. I felt bad one time. I sent people, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm not going to do it today." Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I'm not seeing a post that she's not going to be on. So go ahead and see her at 3 and tell her I sent you over. She's super sweet, super nice, and she does a giveaway at the end of her show. She does things called like bunny bucks, and she does a really great variety of items. And she's also just recently started. She has opened up a booth at an antique place, and she's really excited about that. And so yeah, but thank you again for coming. And I will hopefully see you next week at 2 p.m. Bye, everyone.